We have to start with LA Mayor Karen Bass, the woman who has been nothing but a failure and a complete disaster for the people of Los Angeles. Her handling of the deadly wildfire crisis was appalling from the very start. We know that. And now Karen Bass just continues to prove what a weak leader she really is. She's decided, well, not to take accountability for her many mistakes which contributed to the fires becoming so catastrophic, such as fleeing to Ghana when she was warned about the fires. No, she's decided to pass the blame and has fired LA Fire Chief Kristen Crowley, who was forced to admit on live television that Karen Bass's decision to cut the fire department's budget by $17 million just months before the wildfires impacted the fire department's ability to respond.
Did the city of Los Angeles fail you and your department and our city?
It's my job to stand up as a chief and exactly say justifiably what the fire department needs to operate to meet the demands of the community.
Did they fail you?
That is our job, and I tell you, that's why I'm here. So let's get us what we need so our firefighters can do their jobs.
Who knew that taking millions of dollars out of a fire department's budget, while there are fire trucks that need repairs, there are not enough firefighters on the ground, would limit the way firefighters could respond to a major fire event? And if Karen Bass had it her way, those budget cuts would have been even larger. She initially wanted the budget slashed by $23 million. Now Karen Bass, well, she's finally admitted that she made a mistake by flying off to Ghana while California was burning and residents were losing everything. But in her first sit-down interview since the disaster, her chance to be open and frank with the American people, she tried to play dumb.
Although there were warnings, I think our preparation wasn't what it typically is, meaning that before there's a major weather event, for example, last week when we knew we were going to get into the rains, you saw us come together and us talk about, you know, get your sandbags, bring the K-rails out. That type of preparation didn't happen. If that had, I will tell you, Alex, I wouldn't have even gone to San Diego, let alone leave the country.
But what do you mean there were warnings you weren't aware of? Because I know we were talking about it on the news. A lot of people were talking about the problems, warning that this was going to be a huge deal.
So when I talked about it with the fire chief, what she said is that we have warnings of Santa Ana winds a lot, but predicting this, and you saw, from the city, from the county, that level of preparation really didn't happen. So it didn't reach that level to me to say something terrible could happen and maybe you shouldn't have gone on the trip.
Why didn't it happen?
But to me, I don't know.
So she claims she wasn't really warned, then admits that she was kind of warned, and she still can't tell you why they were so bad. I mean, what a load of BS. How on earth is that good enough? But Karen Bass is now going to extreme lengths to not only pass the blame, but to try and polish her own image, because her image as a politician, that is what's really important here. Her office has been caught out editing key questions from press conferences and those videos posted to her official Facebook page, where she's questioned about her handling of the wildfires. The LA Times reports that multiple videos from her press conferences that appear on her social media pages actually cuts off when the reporters are asking critical questions. I mean, what a joke. The journalists are in that room asking the questions that the people of Los Angeles need answers to, yet she provides none. How on earth is she still in the position of mayor? I mean, how insulting for everyone in LA after what they've been through and what they're still going through. But LA residents, don't worry. Failed presidential candidate Kamala Harris has been on the ground to save the day, and her message is really comforting and bound to make a difference.
What goes through your mind when you see this? You're here, you're now seeing it up close.
It's not only seeing it, Alex, you can smell it. You can feel it, right? So it's seeing it with our eyes, and many people have seen it. You all are covering it. But to literally be on the ground here, you can smell the smoke that was here. You can feel the toxicity, frankly, of the environment. You can feel the energy of all of the folks who are still here on the ground.
And to think we came close to having Kamala Harris lead the country is a scary thought.